Hello and welcome back to Starfield 2026. This is a New Game Plus playthrough, so a spoiler alert up front. We are working our way through the Shattered Space DLC. I'm going to be spending time doing the side quests as they come up. And the previous episode turned into a 4-hour marathon as the quest involved scientific method basically has you traipsing around the outskirts of Dazra outside the city several times. So we're going to do Path to Redemption this time, which is also going to have us traipsing around outside, but hopefully not quite so much. Let's see, where do we go first? So talk to Vijun, whatever his name is. And we do have arrows pointing us there.
I am not sure what to make of you.
The Great Serpent will deliver us from this.
I know these quests are probably intended to be done as you do other things, but this gives us an excuse to go out and explore and not get caught up in quest lines that we're already
on missions or patrols and not gone.
And maybe we'll dip into some outposts, some POIs out there, like we did last time. There were a few we didn't go into last time because, frankly, after 3.5 hours, I was getting a little tired. Hopefully, this will be a shorter session, so I won't be skipping over stuff. Speaking of, okay, that's pointing back toward the shrine. Is there something around here I should be interested in, or is this just a long pipeline from A to B? So Varun robots should be okay, should be friendly. Yeah, I think I shot one last time, but these guys are... Whoops. Okay, so...
Hopefully they amount to something.
The robots will attack. And I am not sure why this is just like that. Interesting. Okay, whatever. Back to our footpath and onward towards where we're going. Okay, here's the path to the shrine. Now, scanned all of the growths that we need to scan. Way Shrine of Redemption. We're supposed to talk to somebody here.
Hello. Shall we speak for a moment? I welcome you, fellow traveler. Have you come seeking redemption for your sins? Or has your journey brought you here for some other purpose? Nothing of the sort. I'm just an old man seeking solace in troubled times. Ah, truly? You're not the first to come here having lived a life utterly free of sin. But let us pretend for a moment that you had sinned and simply did not want to admit it. Even then, it would not be my place to judge. Sin and redemption are personal matters.
That makes one of you.
I suspect you have yet to walk the path of redemption. There is no cause for shame. We must each choose the time that is right for us to make the journey. I would be happy to explain the custom, if you like.
So, we chose the obvious option. There was no other. I could just say, just looking around. Don't see why Andreja didn't like that, but that's all right.
Ah, thank you, my friend. Your kindness is a gift, for it brings me happiness to speak of the path. Spread across the land are 4 way shrines. Each offers words that describe a pillar of our society. To sin against the Great Serpent demands an act of absolution. We first come here to pray for forgiveness, and then we make a journey. We travel to each of the way shrines, reading their words and contemplating their meaning. When that is done, we return here to renew our pledge of devotion to the Great Serpent. In this way, we are redeemed. Good. Our sins are a burden that weigh us down. Walk the path and cast them off. Reclaim your place among the chosen.
As personally gratifying as such a journey could be, it admittedly could take some time. Are you sure?
Time must be made for that which is important. You should join your companion on the journey. Perhaps you too will learn something.
We will see. But I would not get your hopes up, old man.
No, of course not. I only wish that it be an enlightening experience for you. Here, you'll need this. It's my copy of the original Path of Redemption, written years ago by the honored Ranjik Dosa. It was he who first walked the path, guided by the Great Serpent. Begin reading it here, and follow the steps carefully. I shall await your return. I'm quite curious to know what you make of the experience.
Okay, well, let's do this.
Will I ever see my family again?
This journey has renewed my faith.
Contemplation on redemption. So it's a buff of some sort. Lasts for 2 hours. Regenerates health while in combat and resists to radiation. Nifty.
I hope the Great Serpent finds me worthy of redemption.
Which means I want to make sure that this is active. Read the words on the path of redemption. Okay. In other playthroughs, I have visited the way shrines, but I never really did this formalized quest. Maybe I didn't hear about the man. Okay. So, does
Wisdom awaits you.
read the words on the path of... Oh, right. We need to go find them based on what's in the book. Cool. Okay, so... But first he went north. And we've already seen that wave shrine, so we need to go there and read the words. Let's verify. I think it's, yeah. Sure, we've got the right one. North of the city walls until I found the first ordained site, placed the first plaque. And if we look north, we can see it. So we're doing good. Let's head down this way. Ouch. So if I followed the map, you're going to be up top. We could either go around the side, or I could go straight up here and around. There we go. Just go right up here. What's that? Remember, this is kind of an excuse to do a little more exploration. Andreja go? Is she not following? Did she have troubles getting up the hill? Oh, there she is. She probably found a better path, which went around the long way. Let's stay up top.
our sins really so great that we deserved this?
Great Serpent, grant your mercy to this lost soul.
Words of obedience. So from the front shrine of redemption, our journey brings us here to read these words. Okay. Northwest. Through the valley until we reached a roadside shrine near a grove of trees and then considered west. So, northwest, path through the valley, roadside shrine, west along the path. And then northward at the power station. Okay. Sounds like we're headed up that way.
Out here, far from the city, the voice of the Great Serpent is clearer to me.
That way is north. Northwest is that way. Could that be it?
That was quite it.
No, that's not a wish. That's just an antenna. What's that book say again? Clamber down to the floor of the canyon and turn northwest, along the path through the valley until roadside shrine. That's west. Way is northwest. There should be a road going that way. This could take a while if these clues are obscure.
I'm going to end you. In mind for that, and they're not simply taking it for fun.
I'm a little worried that northwest of that shrine, I didn't see a road. Oh, wait a minute. Towards the first version, I journeyed north of the city walls until I found my first site. I placed my plaque and prayed for guidance. I set out eastward with the city on my right. Ah, there we go. Eastward along the edge of the plateau until my steps took me to a tower where lost souls. Okay. So, yes, I skipped a step. Eastward from the tower, right? I'm going to get to where I'm east of the tower and continue eastward. Gonna head to the right and around. See if we can scan things. Figure out what's where.
If you find anything significant, say the word.
Go up. Yeah, let's just go up here. Why not? It's an easy ascent. Might as well do it. Shadow Station Epsilon, huh? Oh, that's north. Go. Going east. Friends or enemies up here? Well, they're not lighting up with little red bars like they would if they were enemies, I think. keep going to L when I want to look at my inventory. Notes. Along the ridge of the plateau I walked until my steps took me to a tower where lost souls listening to the howling winds. Before reaching the tower, I turned left. We're gonna go see what that structure is, I think. We're gonna go... We've probably got our scanner there. Okay, so that's a no-fly zone, no jetpack zone. Yeah, we're gonna have to go around. Fine. So given that we're not being given waypoints where we're going, hitting these 4 may be as difficult as doing the entire other quest. Oh, dang it. Did not mean to fast travel. Okay, so we're going to have to... Oh, there's the Way Shrine of Devotion right there. Hope I'm not doing them out of order. Well, if I'm doing it, if this is actually the wrong one. You get a bullet, and you get a bullet. You get another bullet because you didn't fall. There must have been something between us that I didn't see. pausing the action while I do this. So it has to be on the inside, so it would be there. That would pair with a 1. Let's try this. There we go. He's running away.
Could not hope to win. So wonder to behold.
Come back and those who defy the Great Serpent will know darkness in time.
Okay, so, as I was saying, we've got this. I probably shouldn't loot these shrines. That does point towards a shrine this way, so... Okay, now we have a dot there. I think you just have to get within distance? Is that what the rule is?
We are clear.
Okay, many of these guys here. So I've been tracking not just the time spent on each quest, but also the amount of experience. And that 4 hours we did yesterday was really, really good in terms of experience and experience per hour.
My brother lost his wife and home in the catastrophe. How can anyone be the same after that?
Winner takes all this diff race, is it not?
Why is this giving me social options on the Vortex Horror? That was weird. Words of Devotion. So we've done one there, one there. There's stuff way out there. So there may be more points of interest as we get farther and farther out. Okay, let's take a look at what the book says. So first we went north, then eastward, walked, my steps took me to a tower. I turned left and putting the same way back, descended to the valley floor up the slope to the other side. So I kind of north of here. And the floor and turned northwest. South across the top of the plateau. West and south. None of those sound like we should get to here, so I'm thinking that there's something weird about these directions. Claim was easier than the shrines of the north and west. So they're still north and west of us, I think. Hold on. I'm going to look this up. Yeah, I just found a map, and none of the stuff on the map seems to... Well, unless all of the directions are relative to here... The map is showing... Let's do the one over here. So let's assume that we're starting from the wrong place. We actually start from the Way Shrine of Redemption here. See if I can find a copy of the book online, so I don't need to keep opening it here. I don't want to follow the map, but the map does give me the hint at what I did wrong. So, the path... Ah, yes, the Inara.cz website has the text of it. Okay, let me put that somewhere I can look at it. There we go. That'd be a better way to look at that. Okay, so looking at the map, I've got a map over there. I've got text. Let's look at the map on the screen then. So, starting from the Way Shrine of Redemption, it says, I journeyed north from the city and walls until I found the first ordained site. That would be here. Falling Star Hand. Okay, so yeah, one. This is the second one here. Okay. So does that correspond? Eastward with the city on my right. Along the ridge of the plateau I walked until my steps took me to a tower where the lost souls will listen to the howling winds. Well, that sounds like listening post-beta. So eastward was really down this way. Or it was from here eastward to here. That makes more sense. Yeah, okay, so it's starting over again from the Way Shrine. Eastward with my city on the right. Along the ridge of the plateau I walked. Before reaching the tower, turned left and went up the slope to the far side. That'd be here. There we go. That describes the Way Shrine of Devotion. So we got here. We got to the right place. Okay, I'll palm the place a second plaque. Prayed again for long hours waiting. Now, I'm not sure whether we returned to the Way Shrine of Devotion or not. Next thing is head facing northwest. I think he went back to here, and northwest is along this way. Traveled along the path through the valley. We went northwest from here, then traveled the path through the valley until we reached a roadside shrine near a grove of trees and continued west along the path. That'd be out that way. So we'd be going from here to the west looking for a roadside shrine. Let's actually go to the... Yeah. we're here. We want to head northwest. Down into the valley? Yeah, down into the valley. Well, that's really northeast, but clambered down to the floor of the canyon and turned northwest. Okay, so we're going to go down here to the floor of the canyon. And we want to head northwest along the canyon. That makes sense. Yeah, this is better than starting at the top, at the other way shrine. Roadside shrine near a small grove of trees. Well, the trees will be gone. Or they'll look like that. Hold on. Way Shrine. Oh, that's where we're going. Way Shrine of Perseverance. Okay. Let's actually walk it, but now we know where we're going. It's that guy. We're going to continue northwest. There's a sign here. Okay, so there's a shrine up there. Continue west along the path, so this way. Makes sense. So we kind of got off on the wrong foot by starting walking from the wrong place. Beyond a place where power was taken from the depths, I turned northward.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
So apparently there's a... Well, I know where we're going now. We could just do this. In fact, I could head south here and up this way. We could even fast travel to Hamadi Station. That's probably best. Let's just fast travel to Hamadi.
Be careful what you touch. Who knows what has been going on in this lab?
Okay. Oh, and now we've got the blue thing. And it says... Survey.
She's not present.
Really me, I was looking for the little spires. Didn't realize it'd be the big guys. Okay, so we have things happening. Oh, we have to go around the other way. Okay.
Our sins must have been considerable for the Great Serpent to subject us to this.
Words of perseverance. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's get dealt in prayer, which might have been here, or it might have been back at the other place. Mighty gust of wind, causing it to swirl upwards into a whirling shape. Followed the path leading south across the top of the plateau with the city before me. Descend by some tanks and water pumping equipment. Far to the west and south, I could see the high peak that I knew must be the Serpent's chosen place. So this is again, we started from the city. Because if we come south from here, the city's not before us. If we start from here, we're heading south. Well, we're not going to be able to do that. We can start from here. It's going to be down this way. Let's see. Descending the plateau near some water tanks and pumping equipment. That'd be here. So we can fast travel to the Malseer farm. And this will be the right kind of area. West and south, I can see the high peak. So from here, somewhere in here, west and south, there's a peak. Maybe this? I'm thinking here. So let's... Oh, cannot fast travel when there are enemies nearby.
Surely the Great Serpent has blessed you.
thought I had. That's not where I meant to go. Yeah, phase time. There we go. And he's got 3 health bars, so... Reforged Rune Shamaz. Take a look at that. So 85 physical damage. It's nice, but it doesn't have cool effects on it. So now, let's fast travel down to where we think we need to be. This is probably our place here, unless it's Control Site Kappa. I'm going to head to here, and we're going to head west and then southwest. Here's my picture of Andreja's gift. Northwest, southwest. So he talked about coming down here somewhere. Looks like might be it up there. Yep, there's our blue dot. So we just needed to get within some not too huge distance of our target and it would light it up. Okay, that helps. Also, the scanner helps us plan what direction we can come at it, because there's a lot of these hills you can't climb up. Not without a much better pack than what I've got, much better abilities than what I've got. Scanner's still telling us to go this way, so it must be walls or something. Shrine of Strength. There. Okay. No bad guys to fight this time.
Someone or something will clean up whatever's left behind.
Somebody's been killing penitent citizens. Staggering modified calibrated mag shield. Take a look at that. Words of strength. There we go. You guys are tough. Hate to use phase time to get a reload in, but yeah. And now Andreja's going bird hunting. Ooh boy. Okay, so it looks like those are tough. I'm not sure where he came from or if he got spawned when we did the word thingy. Hmm, 20% damage to pain blades. Cool. So now we just need to head back to him.
May the Great Serpent guide your steps.
Salutations.
Welcome back, traveler.
Oh, I should have written down what all these
How was
buffs
your
were.
journey?
We could like dip in and get buffed up.
It pleases me to hear you say so. Understanding is the beginning of wisdom. If you're willing to indulge the curiosity of a stranger, I have a few questions. What did you think of the words of devotion? Did you agree with them? Or did you have a different perspective? It has certainly given my life a purpose. I can't imagine what I would do without it. As for the rest, I agree. Devotion given blindly will fade in time. True and lasting devotion must be given with the strength of conviction. If an old man can trust his intuition, then I sense that you're an independent soul. I think I can guess your answer, but I'll ask all the same. How did you feel about the words of obedience? Indeed. Just as the great serpent has a tail that follows the head, so we lead and we follow. It is the way of things, the natural order. I'm sure we can both agree that nothing truly worthwhile is accomplished without perseverance. Did those words ring true for you? But sometimes choice can be an illusion. However, I will not question your beliefs. That is not my place. Perseverance is a worthy quality, no matter the place from which it comes. That brings us to strength, and words that harken back to an older way of thinking. These words have the greatest appeal to the young and adventurous. Who does not wish to be strong? Many of us, however, see them as an uncomfortable reminder of a more violent time. As a result, there are many who question the value of the words of strength when compared to the rest. After all, is not strength the most likely to diminish with the passage of time? My friend, you have true wisdom. In truth, I posed my question the way I did to test you. Too many of our people see strength only in terms of might and skill in battle. It's not hard to see why. As written, the words suggest that very thing. But with time, we learn that true strength comes not from weapons, but from within. Well, you've been a patient listener, and I'll take up no more of your time. It's customary for one who completes the path of redemption to be given small gifts by friends and family. I don't have much to offer, but I would not see you leave empty-handed. Please, accept this. I thank you for your time and your insights. It has been a most interesting conversation.
It's got a picture of him.
Anything to sleep in my own bed again. As I walk the
Okay.
serpent's path,
Well, that was an adventure
filled with humility.
about the Red Links. We got some exploration done. We went some places. We did some things. We found that these way shrines give buffs, which we can pick up. We saw some things in the distance, which we have not yet gone to look at. We can explore those at leisure at some point if we want, or not. And I think now it's time to return to Dazra and call it a recording. Yeah, and we'll just park it here. I will see you in the next recording. We're probably going to have to get started on the plot line for this quest, because I didn't see very many other things coming up. Oh, and yeah, before we did this one, I did a whole bunch of sales. And yeah, we've got enough credits to outfit a really nice Class C ship if we want. But I've heard that some things get expensive, especially when you start upgrading. So I'm going to continue to accumulate credits while we work out what we're going to spend them on. So I'll see you in the next recording.